Here are 30 amazing, short story ideas about surviving in extreme environments, each filled with danger, resilience, and the raw will to survive. 1. The Last Beacon. A scientist stranded in Antarctica must trek 100 miles to an abandoned research station before a deadly storm hits, but something beneath the ice is following her. 2. Dust and Bones. After a solar flare turns Earth into a scorching desert, a lone survivor searches for a mythical underground oasis while fighting off raiders and sand ghouls. 3. The Deep Freeze. A submarine crew is trapped under Arctic ice with limited oxygen. Their only hope, a risky dive into a hydrothermal vent where something unnatural lurks. 4. The Sky Prison. In a floating city above Venus' acid clouds, a mechanic must repair a failing life support system or watch thousands suffocate in the toxic atmosphere. 5. The Salt Eaters. On a planet where water is poison, a tribe survives by drinking the blood of giant sandworms until the creatures start hunting them back. 6. The Black Rain. After a volcanic winter blocks the sun, a family survives in a bunker until their food runs out, and they must venture into the ashen wasteland. 7. The Hollow Mountain. Miners trapped inside a collapsing Martian colony must navigate pitch-black tunnels while avoiding the whisperers that live in the walls. 8. The Last Tree. In a world where plants are extinct, a botanist protects the last living sapling, but a warlord will burn everything to take it. 9. The Blood Glacier. An expedition in Greenland discovers a glacier that bleeds and the ancient creature frozen inside, now waking. 10. The Drowned City. A scavenger dives into the ruins of a sunken metropolis, hunting for medicine but the flooded skyscrapers are home to something that shouldn't exist. 11. The Fire Plains. On a tidally locked planet, where one side is eternal day and the other eternal night, a nomad must cross the burning equator to save her dying sister. 12. The Silent Storm. A pilot crash lands in a zone of perpetual lightning where the strikes don't make a sound, and the shadows move on their own. 13. The Bone Desert. A caravan crosses a wasteland littered with skeletons until they realize the bones are arranging themselves at night. 14. The Frozen Stars. Astronauts stranded on Pluto must burn their dead for warmth, while something outside their ship mimics their voices. 15. The Glass Forest. After a nuclear war turns sand into glass, a child searches for her family in a jagged, reflective labyrinth where light itself can kill. 16. The Hollow Earth. Explorers descend into a cavern that shouldn't exist, only to find an entire ecosystem and the creatures that guard it. 17. The Acid Sea. Fishermen on a dying ocean planet hunt metal-skinned whales until the whales start hunting them back. 18. The Last Drop. In a drought-ravaged city, a smuggler hoards the last water, but when his daughter falls sick, he must choose between profit and survival. 19. The Sky Tomb. A climber scaling a mile-high radioactive ruin discovers a sealed chamber and the corpses inside aren't human. 20. The Black Snow. After an industrial disaster, a town is buried under toxic snow. A doctor races to find an antidote before the survivors turn on each other. 21. The Sun Eaters. On a rogue planet drifting through space, a cult worships a dying star, but when it goes dark, they must decide, freeze or burn their own. 22. The Iron Wind. A soldier in a nanotech war's own must outrun a storm that disassembles everything it touches, including people. 23. The Ghost Tide. A coastal village is terrorized by tides that rise at random, dragging people into the depths, where they return are changed. 24. The Last Hive. In a world where bees are extinct, a beekeeper's daughter protects the last surviving swarm, but a corporate drone army wants them dead. 25. The Void Walkers. Astronauts on a deep space mission, here knocking on the hull, but they're the only ones out here. 26. The Rotting Jungle. An expedition in a hyper-decaying rainforest must escape before the very air eats their flesh. 27. The Electric Sands. Nomads in a desert of magnetic sand must navigate by the stars, but the dunes shift every night, and the stars aren't right. 28. The Bleeding Mountain. A village at the base of a volcano thrives on its blood-red lava until the mountain starts speaking to them. 29. The Cold Between Stars. A generation ships AI Wakes the last survivor from cryo only to tell her the ship is lost, and everyone else is already dead. 30. The last light. In a cave system with no exit, a prisoner must keep a single lantern burning because the moment it goes out, the things in the dark come.